Good afternoon, fam. So then I go by the name Dave Wick. And then I welcome you all to the Melvin podcast. So then on this afternoon, we have a section. And then this section is going to be with Mr. Francis Koji. So Mr. Francis Koji, I welcome you to Melvin podcast.
Thank you so much, my brother.
I believe you are doing well.
Highly.
How about the wife?
My wife is doing beautifully
How
well.
about business?
Charlie, business be okay, my palm oil business now. We dey do am back and forth.
Janelle.
Palm special Agbezomi. You know what I mean?
So then we thank God for bringing us this one. All right. So then, Mr. Francis, what is your biggest regret ever in life? We want to hear you flow naturally.
My biggest regret.
Yes.
If you be saying maybe I go chop some girl, blah 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 blah. Nah, I get some big regrets. Big one. And it's something that really go down deep down in my heart. Even though sometimes I try to do away with it. Before I talk about it, I would love to educate us on anger. As a man or as a person, one of the things I would allow the fact that you watch very well or pay very critical attention to is your anger level. How quick do you get angry? When you get angry, what decisions do you make? Because anger has led some of us into the biggest regret I am about to talk about this afternoon. Way back at 2003, when I was in primary 3, right? No, that's primary 5, actually. When I was in primary 5, 2003, I was in primary 5. Then this quiz came to my school. We both write a quiz. The entire school wrote a quiz, and they are supposed to select the best 2 for a scholarship. And I happened to come first before a certain girl in primary 6 at that time. Yeah. Now what happened was that after we were done with the quiz, we were selected and everything. And we have to now fill our scholarship form, send it to our parents to sign, so we can now push. The scholarship actually covers my entire primary, JHS, SHS, and university. Today, I'm struggling to pay for my university school fees. It's sad. It's sad because I got the opportunity for that to be paid for. What happened? As a primary 5 student, we're in classroom one afternoon, and my class 5 teacher asked a question. Then Mr. Fifi, that man, very black, big ear man, be like that, asked a question, and as a brilliant student, I was in haste. Giddy. I don't raise my answer. I answer the question. The chairman say, what was that? What was that for? What kind of attitude is that? That is how weed smokers behave. Are you smoking weed? And the issue at that time too was that I was following some guys, and those guys were tagged to be smokers. So everybody thought Francis was smoking at that time. And that issue came out. What pains me was the fact that as my teacher and how he responded, I got pained. I picked my bag. Boom! I got out of the class. All teachers came out. Francis, where are you going? Francis, where are you going? I never mind anybody. I never had time for anybody. I left the school. It was one Wednesday morning. Right after assembly, that's when the thing happened. Thursday, I couldn't come to school. Friday, no. Monday, my headmaster traced me to school. Sorry, to my house. I was like, oh, you have to come and fill the form and bring to your guardians to also sign. I was staying with my uncle then, the late, whose wife is also currently late and will be getting We'll be doing her funeral at Sogakope next month. So you have to do the blah, blah, blah. I said, me, I'm not coming back to that school again. Oh, that statement the man make, I'm never coming back to that school again. In fact, you people should take your scholarship to your children. I'm not interested. Like joke, like play. I never gone back to the school. I actually stopped school. Later went to Ashama to hustle. Class 5. Imagine. Very small boy. Then I think about 5 years later, and I woke up, I was like, why am I not in school? I was supposed to be on a scholarship. Even though God found a way to, still push me back to school, and that was also on a sponsorship by one of my church elders. On daily basis, I regret taking that decision. I feel like I shouldn't have been at where I am today, because my mates completed university as at when I have completed secondary school. That was sad. I regret this on daily basis. Anytime I remember that I have to pay my own school fees to even continue tertiary, when that has been on a sponsorship for free. It is something that I wouldn't allow to happen to any of my kids, because I believe that if I were to have somebody who hold me down, talk to me, advise me, I wouldn't have taken that decision. But it has happened already. I can't go back. But I always regret that, and it's really painful, highly painful. This is my biggest regret of all time.
So then you see, the whole thing is about anger issues.
Yeah, very serious.
You see, I always say this. If you see, he said way back, imagine someone being in class 5 by then. This is actually 21st century, where even kids in class 3 are a little brilliant to control certain things. But then imagine being in class 5, not even staying with your own biological parents, but then staying with an uncle. Bro, trust me, that there are a whole lot of things that will transpire that even outsiders will be happy about. They'll be like, okay, even me, I don't even want this guy to excel. So if he has cancelled the scholarship himself, I think that is a fair deal. But then you see, anger destroys everything. The only thing you would be able to say to yourself now is, if I had known, I would have been able to, settle myself to that anger. I would have been able to be calm, but then it is late. So to whoever watching me right now, I just want to tell you that hold on to that anger. I know it is sometimes difficult to deal with anger issues, but just try and be a little calm. If you are angry, just try and move from that scene to a different place. I'm not saying you should go and take in alcohol. Alcohol on no account would ease your anger. Okay? It will rather boost it. So then if you feel angry, just distance yourself. There are situations or circumstances you might even approach people, and then you just feel like, just tell the person openly, sir, I'm angry. I don't know if there is something you can say for me to be calm. Personally, I faced an issue before. I was very angry. It was with my mom. And then I went out, I met a stranger, and I'm like, madam, please, I'm very angry. And like, do you say hungry or angry? And I said angry, A-N. And she's like, what is the issue? I wasn't willing to tell her the issue, but all I told her is, I just need some words of comfort, some words that will calm me down. Bro, trust me, people are out there, okay? Some might not understand your pain. Some might not understand your issue. But trust me, out of 100 people, you will get 80 people who are willing to hear you out. They are ready to accept you. Whatever anger issues you have, they will be out there to deal with it for you. Bro, don't work with anger issues. Anger destroys a lot. Stay tuned.